What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Double Overtime. It's your boy P back at you again with another one. Another week of the NFL is upon us, guys. Last week I gave you guys my Week 4 game picks. This week is Week 5 in the National Football League, guys. So this week I'm giving you my Week 5 game picks. Hey, if you're watching this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. If you have already, I do truly appreciate it. But like I said, if you haven't, please do me a big favor and drop down and hit that subscribe button for me, please. It would help out the channel tremendously, guys. I would truly appreciate it. And make sure you hit that notifications button down below. That way you are notified every time I drop a video of this NFL and NBA content that will be on this channel throughout the rest of the year. Like I said, guys, Week 5 is here. Before I give you guys my Week 5 game picks, I'm going to go through my Week 4 game picks as I did the previous week. I gave you guys my Week 4 picks with my with how I did with my Week 3 game picks the week prior. So I'm going to give you guys my Week 4 picks, how I did on those, and then my Week 5 picks will be after that. Then I'll give some NFL news that is going on around the league, and also a couple things in the NBA that's going on, and then that will be this video for today. Again, please hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, guys. Let's get into it. Week 5 in the NFL is coming up tomorrow. We already had the Thursday night game, so I'm not going to do the Thursday night game when I give my picks. But before that, let's do my Week 4 game picks and see how I did last week, guys. So these are my Week 4 picks, as you can see on this graphic here. I didn't do the Thursday night game last week between the Jaguars and the Bengals because I recorded my video last week, I think the day after. So going forward, my game picks probably won't have the Thursday night games going forward. But that's okay. Those will probably be the only games that I don't give in my game picks, guys, just to let you know. So as you can see here, for Week 4, all the winners that are, of course, in red, all my game picks, all the winners are always in red. I have the scores and I have the check marks by the games that I picked right last week, and the X, of course, for the games, the red X for the games that I picked wrong. So I went 11-4 last week, guys. So I started Week 1 9-7. Week 2 I went 10-6. Week 3, I was 12-4. Week 3 was my best week, and last week I went 11-4. I probably would have went 12-4 had I did a Thursday night game, so it would have been back-to-back weeks of me getting 12-4. I said last week, I've been doing my game picks for about 2 years now. I post them on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter sometimes. But I think last week, I don't think I've ever got, I said it last week, I don't think I've ever gotten 12 games right. I usually get in the 8 to 9 to 10 range of my game picks every week. But I could have got, because I would have picked the Bengals had I picked the Thursday night game. I would have definitely picked the Bengals over the Jaguars. So it could have been 2 back-to-back weeks of me going 12-4, but 11-4, I'll take it as well. So I've been doing pretty good the last 2 weeks. I've been getting progressively better. Like I said, 9-7 week 1, 10-6 week 2, 12-4 week 3. Last week I went 11-4. So let's go through these games real quick. Let me start with the Sunday night game, since that's in the first row. Tom Brady returned back to New England to face off against Bill Belichick and his former team that he won 6 Super Bowls with, the New England Patriots. Mac Jones getting the start, the rookie over Tom Brady. Came down to the wire. I actually didn't think that this game was going to be that close. I think I said it last week that I thought the Buccaneers were going to run away with it. Rob Gronkowski did not play. He had a rib injury that he suffered in the week prior against the LA Rams. But the Buccaneers still came out on top. The Patriots had a chance to take a 20-19 lead with I think it was a 56-yard field goal, but that field goal actually missed. I think that it was raining during the game. Patriots actually missed the field goal, and the Buccaneers went on to win that game in Tom Brady fashion, guys. So Sunday night game, I picked the Buccaneers. They won 19-17. Monday night game, Chargers and the Raiders. The Chargers are looking really good this year, guys. I think the Chargers are early Super Bowl contender, definitely in the AFC, definitely in the AFC West. They are looking really good. They got a division win over the Raiders, 28-14. That was actually the Raiders' first loss of the season, guys. So let's move on to the 1 p.m. games. I picked my Falcons over the Washington football team. That game came down to the wire, but Washington actually closed out the Falcons in Atlanta, 34-30. So that was the first game I got wrong. Bills took care of the Texans easily, 40-0. I picked the Lions over the Bears because I didn't like how the Bears' offense was looking with the last couple weeks. They looked non-existent. They had a really bad offensive scheme the couple weeks prior. I picked the Lions to win, but the Bears actually won this game 24-14. Lions tried to make a quick little comeback, but they ended up failing and won that game, or lost that game 24-14. Second game I got wrong there. Cowboys took care of the Panthers 36-28. I picked the Colts over the Dolphins 27-17, so that one was correct. That was the final score, 27-17. 14-7 win the Browns got over the Vikings. The Saints actually shocked me, man. They were up pretty good. They had a pretty good lead over the Giants. They ended up losing this game in overtime to the New York Giants at home. That was the next game I got wrong. Same with the Tennessee Titans, man. Titans really looked disappointing. A.J. Brown and Julio Jones didn't play in this game, so they are missing their top 2 receivers. So the Jets got a win at home. I think that game went to overtime as well. They got a field goal in overtime to win 27-24. That was the final game I got wrong. So those are the only 4 I got wrong. That Falcons I picked, Saints I picked, Titans I picked, and the Lions I picked. Last game for the 1 o'clock game, 42-30 was the final score in Philadelphia. The Chiefs bounced back after losing 2 straight games. I picked the Chiefs in that game, and I got all the 4 o'clock games right. Rams and the Cardinals. That was a good game. Cardinals took care of the Rams in LA, 37-20. Seahawks and 49ers, that was a hard one for me to pick last week, but Seahawks got the win. I took the Seahawks. Same with the Ravens. They got the win 23-7. And the Packers took care of business at home, 27-17 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So yeah, guys, 11-4 week. I've been doing pretty good with my game picks, you guys. 11-4 this week. I think this from what I looked at from week 5, these games weren't too hard. I think last week was a pretty hard week, man. I'm actually surprised I went 11-4 last week. But nonetheless, man, I've been doing pretty good. So let's get into the Week 5 game picks, guys. I don't want to make this video too long. So let's go ahead and get to Week 5 game picks right now, guys. Here's my Week 5 game picks graphic here, guys. Like I said, I'm not going to do the Thursday night game because that game already passed. Rams beat the Seahawks in Seattle 26-24. That game was just one of those games, man. Seattle, they could have had a 14-3. I think it was either 14-3 or 14-0 lead early. They threw a touchdown pass to take a 14-0 lead. There was a holding penalty. They went back. They got the Rams got them in a 4th down situation to where the Seahawks had to kick a field goal. Seahawks missed the field goal. There was a blocked punt on the Seahawks. Seahawks tried to punt. The punt was blocked. The punter picked it back up. It punted it again. 2 punts on the same play. Russel Wilson got hurt. He messed his finger up. Matthew Stafford, he got hurt. He messed his finger up. Geno Smith comes in for the Seattle Seahawks backup quarterback. He hasn't thrown a touchdown pass since 2017. He throws a touchdown pass to DK Metcalf. Whole game was just crazy. Came down to the wire. Seahawks had a chance to win, but I think Tyler Lockett slipped towards the end of the game on the last possession that the Seahawks had, and Geno Smith throws an interception. So the Rams won the game 26-24. Great game, but that game was just one of those games where it just went back and forth. A whole bunch of crazy stuff kept happening. But I'll talk about that game later and Russell Wilson's injury after I do my game picks for this week. So let's get into the 9:30 game that is on this Sunday in London. Jets versus the Falcons. I'm picking the Falcons this week. Jets coming off their first win against the Tennessee Titans last week. Falcons lose in heartbreaking fashion in Atlanta to the Washington football team. But I'm taking my Falcons again, guys. I like them this week. Calvin Ridley is not playing. I don't think he traveled with the team for personal reasons, so the Falcons are going to be without Calvin Ridley. But I do think the Falcons will get the win. I think this will be a back-and-forth game because the Falcons usually struggle against teams that they're supposed to beat or teams that aren't good. So that's the Falcons for you. But I'm going to pick the Falcons this week, guys. Going down the same row, Sunday Night Football, we have the Bills and the Chiefs. This was probably the hardest game for me to pick because the Chiefs, the Bills have been handling their opponents pretty easily this year. They won 2 games in shutouts. But this will probably be the toughest team that they face the entire season. I'm going to pick the Chiefs at home because the Bills have not been able to. I think Josh Allen has not been able to beat Patrick Mahomes yet. We saw Lamar Jackson in the same situation for the Ravens, and Lamar Jackson was actually able to get his first win against Patrick Mahomes this year. But I do think the Chiefs take care of business at home this week, guys. This was a tough one. This might be the hardest game. But I do think the Chiefs will close it out this week on Sunday night. Monday Night Football, we have the Ravens and the Colts. I'm going to pick the Ravens at home to win that one pretty easily. I don't think this will be a really close game. It probably will because it's Monday Night Football. Colts aren't a horrible team. They actually had a good win in Miami last week. So, yeah, we'll see. Maybe it'll be a close game, but I'm taking the Ravens nonetheless. 1 o'clock games, we have first game, Eagles and the Panthers. In Carolina, I'm going to take the Panthers in that game. This is going to be another good game between the Packers and the Bengals. I think the Bengals will give the Packers a fight, but I do think the Packers will ultimately win the game in Cincinnati. I'm taking the Packers to win that one. Patriots and Texans, I'm taking the Patriots in that one. Titans, Jaguars. Titans, man. Titans have looked ugly this year, man. Titans have not looked at all near what we thought they were going to look going into the season. I'll say that for myself, too. I think I had the Titans winning the AFC South this year in my game picks, if I remember correctly. But I'm going to pick the Titans to pick the Jaguars. The Jaguars should be an easy opponent, but we said that with the Jets last week. But we'll see. I'm taking the Titans. Lions and Vikings, I'm taking the Vikings at home. Broncos, Steelers, I'm picking the Steelers. Even though the Steelers haven't looked that great this year, I'm taking the Steelers at home to beat the Broncos. Dolphins and Buccaneers, I'm taking the Buccaneers to win that easily at home. Saints and Washington football team, this is another tough one, but I will take Washington football team to win at home against the Saints, guys. So those are the 1 o'clock games. Let's get to the 4 o'clock games. So here are the 4 o'clock games, guys. Bears at Raiders. I'm taking the Raiders at home. Browns and Chargers. This will be another great game. I think this will be probably the second best game of the week behind the Bills and the Chiefs. Like I said earlier, Chargers have looked really good this year. I'm taking them to beat the Browns and extend. Chargers could be undefeated right now. I think the only game they lost was to the Dallas Cowboys in LA, and I think Dallas won that on the last second field goal. So Chargers could be undefeated. I'm taking them to move to 4-1 over the Browns this week, guys. 49ers at Cardinals. We're taking the Cardinals to win that at home. Cardinals are the only undefeated team left in the National Football League. I'm taking them to extend that record out, I think, to 5. Yeah, it should be 5-0. I'm picking the Cardinals to win this week. And the last game, Giants and Cowboys. Cowboys at home. Giants got a good, tough win last week against the Saints in New Orleans. But nonetheless, I'm still picking the Cowboys to win this game at home, guys. So those are my Week 5 game picks, guys. The only games I'm kind of worried about is the Bills-Chiefs game. Packers-Bengals. I think the Bengals could actually... I think they're 3-1. Bengals look good this year. I think the Bengals could get a win. Broncos-Steelers. I'm not sure how the Steelers are going to look this week. So that's 3 right there I'm not sure about. And then the last one is the Browns-Chargers. That's going to be a good game. I think the Browns... they have a chance to win this game, but the Chargers look really good. They're at home. I'm going to pick the Chargers. So there's about 3 to 4 games that I'm not really sure about this week. The other ones, I think I'm good. So yeah, those are my Week 5 game picks, guys. We'll see how I do when I come back next week for my Week 6 game picks, and we'll review these, and we'll see how I did, guys. So yeah, those are my Week 5 game picks, guys. Let me know what you guys disagree with down in the comments below on anything, any game that I picked this week. Yeah, man, those are my Week 5 picks. So NFL news, like I said, Russell Wilson, he injured his finger. I think he got hit by Aaron Donald when he was making a deep throw down to Tyler Lockett. Kind of overthrew Tyler Lockett a little bit. Maybe it was because of the hit on his hand. But Russell Wilson went out. I think he played one more series. Geno Smith backup came in, threw a touchdown pass. Geno Smith looked really, really good. I'm not going to lie. He looked really good in this game. He looked a lot better than I thought he would coming in. But it has been announced that Russell Wilson is expected to miss at least a month, possibly 6 to 8 weeks. He ruptured his middle finger tendon, and that likely requires surgery. Russell Wilson has not missed an NFL start his entire career. I think he's been in the league 10 years now. He has not missed a start his entire career, so this is going to be the first game Russell Wilson will miss with the Seattle Seahawks, guys. So, speedy recovery for Russell Wilson, man. I think the Seahawks will be in good hands the way that Geno Smith looked against the LA Rams, who don't have the greatest defense this year statistically, but have a lot of great players on their defense, and Geno Smith played very, very well. So I think the Seahawks will be okay. I didn't see their schedule the next 6 to 8 weeks, but I don't think it's too hard. I think I saw the next 4 games, but it doesn't look too hard. I think Geno Smith and the Seahawks will be okay, but hopefully Russell Wilson returns sooner than expected. Other news I have: the Chicago Bears have named quarterback Justin Fields the starting quarterback for the remainder of the season. I think I said in my my NFL predictions video that I put out before week 1, I said this was going to happen, guys. This is no surprise. Andy Dalton is not the answer. Andy Dalton got hurt. I think I literally said before the season started, we're going to see by week 3. I think I said week 3. So I might have been off a couple weeks. I said by week 3, Andy Dalton is going to either be hurt or he's not going to be playing well, and Justin Fields is going to be the starter going for the Chicago Bears. And look, it happened. So congratulations to Justin Fields. Hopefully he does his thing. He got a win last week over the Lions. Hopefully he does well, man. I'm rooting for Justin Fields. Another starting quarterback is making his first start this week. Justin Fields not making his first start, but this will be this guy's first start. Trey Lance of the San Francisco 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo is hurt, so Trey Lance is going to get the start this week, guys. 49ers are taking on the Cardinals in Arizona, so he has a tough task to take on, but I do like how he looked in the preseason and in the few possessions that he's been in the regular season. I think he got a rushing touchdown I think against the Green Bay Packers. So Trey Lance is getting the start this week, guys, in San Francisco. Other NFL news, the Carolina Panthers have acquired cornerback Stephen Gilmore from the New England Patriots for a 2023 6th-round pick. Now, this is just highly disrespectful, guys. The Patriots have made a lot of type of moves. Cam Newton, I made a video about how I felt about Cam Newton being traded. I do feel like Cam Newton could have stayed as a backup quarterback. Watch that video if you want to see my opinion on that. That was a couple weeks ago. But yeah, they traded their best cornerback to the Panthers for a 2023 6th-round pick. I don't know if there was some type of discrepancy that he had with the Patriots. I don't know if the team had a discrepancy with him, but he is a Carolina Panther now, guys. I thought this was highly disrespectful just based off the draft pick that he was traded for, a 6th-round pick, guys. Stephen Gilmore is an all-pro cornerback, so I feel like this was highly disrespectful. He's going to Carolina now. Carolina's looking good. They only got 1 loss on the season. So, yeah, he's a Carolina Panther now, guys. And also, other news I have, the Cowboys, they released linebacker Jalen Smith. They owe him $77.2 million for the remainder of the season. He actually signed with the Green Bay Packers. So Jalen Smith, linebacker, previously with the Dallas Cowboys, is now a Green Bay Packer, guys. So that's all the NFL news I have, guys. Like I said, get down and below and let me know anything that you guys have any comments about my Week 5 game picks down in the comments. So NBA, I'm going to give some quick NBA news and get out of here this week, guys. Pau Gasol, longtime Lakers, 6-time All-Star, 2-time NBA champion, 4-time All-NBA, and 2002 Rookie of the Year. He is calling it quits. He is retiring from the NBA after 19 seasons. So I want to salute to Pau Gasol on an amazing career. Got 2 rings with the late, great Kobe Bryant. Congratulations, Pau Gasol, on your retirement. Hopefully, best endeavors on whatever is next for his career, man. But yeah, man, that's all the NBA news I have, guys. So I'm going to close out this video today. Like I said, get down in the comments below if you have any thing that you want to discuss with me, man. Be on the lookout for my Week 6 game picks video. Next week, guys, I'll review my Week 5 picks. And also check out my podcast, Social Junkie Podcast. We drop episodes every single week on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and SoundCloud every single Thursday on YouTube, guys. The links to all that will be in the description box as well. It's your boy P. If you made it this far into the video, I truly appreciate it, guys. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. I would truly appreciate it, guys. And make sure you hit that notifications button. Hit the bell down below. That way you are notified every time I drop a video of this NFL and NBA content. NBA preseason has started before the regular season starts, guys. I will have my NBA predictions video for you guys that's going to come before the start of the regular season. I promise you it will not be a day after regular season. So that is going to be coming for my NBA. NBA season is right around the corner. So we're going to have 2 sports, 2 of the best sports going on at the same time, guys. NFL and NBA, that's what this channel is all about. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, this is Double Overtime. This is your boy P. I'll be back with you next week, guys. I appreciate you watching.